A resume coming in that was very long, I would actually call the person and say, what is your differentiator? I like brainstorming, I like collaborating. And with NBMC, I found that partner. My name is Joanne Mowry. I own a company called Bridge Solutions, and I've built that company purposely to fill a gap between employers and employees in all different sectors. It could be from employment and hiring newcomers, if you have HR issues, so it's a fractional consulting company, but I deal a lot with newcomers in my business. I'm going to start with accessing them. For small to medium businesses, that's not as big of an issue because we work more on the ground with multicultural associations, with Work in MB, YMCA, all of those sorts of things. So we know where to search. So that wasn't a big issue for myself. Hiring was, mainly because it's kind of a twofold issue. Resumes were often far too long, very long. Like most employers are not going to read a 4-page resume. And the second thing was that the interviewing skills were not developed. And how did I work around that? Interview a resume coming in that was very long, I would actually call the person and say, what is your differentiator? I need to see that up front. And I would ask them to reduce the resume to 2 pages with all the pertinent information that I needed for the position I was hiring for. So it was the first thing. And the second part was the interviewing skills. So what I decided to do when people were coming to me and the interviews were not good, I would ask the person after, I said, how do you think that interview went? I like brainstorming, I like collaborating. And with NBMC, I found that partner. I could do exactly what I wanted to do, and I can think outside of the box, and I can do things that are going to help in retention and for newcomers to have the confidence to be here. Bridge Solutions wants to bridge the gaps, and the biggest gap I found is that we have all this untapped talent and we don't get it in front of the employers. Now let's reverse that and go to the flip affair, and the employer now gets to go when they want. They can go for an hour, they can go for 20 minutes. They get to go right to the table that's directed at their industry. And what I like about it was the collaboration of all organizations. I love the fact that we kind of broke down silos.